Hi guys, welcome back to Bowls Fan TV, and today we're back with another video doing the match preview for tomorrow's game against Shamrock Rovers at Dalymount Park. Back at home after two away games, obviously suffered a defeat in Waterford on Friday night. Looking to bounce back from that in a really big Dublin Derby that's going to have huge ramifications for the title race. We know Rovers are on great form. Obviously, they haven't lost a game since we bet them in Tana back in April. They've been on a great run, and yeah, it will be tough. But look, we've got a great chance to bounce back here at home in a big Dublin Derby, and hopefully the players will turn up and do that. But yeah, look, I thought we were pretty poor in Waterford on Friday. Like I said, the reaction, the game plan was all off. I thought. Not being very direct in the first half, it just didn't work, and two errors at the back. We were 2-0 down at half time, and yeah, second half we made a bit of an improvement in the latter stages. Obviously getting a goal with 20 minutes to go, and we pushed on a little bit, but look, it just wasn't enough, and yeah, we'd be looking to bounce back here and put in a better performance. And yeah, look, I think we probably will need to make a couple of changes just to freshen things up with a quick turnaround. I would like to see Clark up front. I thought we looked a lot better when he came on in the second half on Friday. Just the way that he can take the ball down and bring others into play and link up with other players. And we saw that for the goal, the way that he was able to get the ball to Tierney quickly, and he found the void and we got the goal. And yeah, just we know that he has that in his locker, so I'd be playing Clark up front. Midfield, then we could see a couple of changes just to freshen things up a little bit. Either Bucko or McManus. If either of them started, I think that would be a good move. I think both of them made a good impact when they came on Friday. Gave us a little bit more energy, got the ball forward a bit quicker. I'd have either one of them starting. Another one as well is will Archie Meekes be fit enough to make the starting lineup or the squad at least. I think we kind of missed him there on Friday. He played really well against Cork, and he played well against Derry as well. So yeah, if he's fit, we'll be looking to try and get him back into the team, maybe over Brennan, who was quite quiet on Friday night. Then in the defence, it's probably going to be the same. There's not a lot of options back there. Cavan, had a poor game on Friday. I can't see him being dropped, to be honest. Just with the lack of options, really. The easy thing to do now would be put Flores or centre half, take Cavan out, but obviously then who plays left back? That's the thing. We don't have another left back, so. I think we're just going to have to go with what it was on Friday. And look, it's just up to Cavan now to make up for those mistakes. And look, I think he will only get better by playing more. Look, he hasn't played a lot of football over the last couple of months, so let's just hope that was just a little off day for him, and that he will be back to the way he played against Cork a couple of weeks back. So yeah, I think that'll be the team in terms of how the game's going to go. I think it will be tight. Look, people will be looking at how Rovers have been playing over the last few months and be saying they should be winning this and be extending their lead at the top of the table. But I think we can't cause them issues. We can't let Friday's result take away from the great performances we were putting in prior to Friday's game. We were really, really good down in Cork, played some really great football. Even in the home games before that against Derry and Shells, we worked really hard to get those 1-0 wins. So we've shown quality, we've shown the effort, we've shown how hard we can work to get a win, and hopefully we can see the same here. Sure, Dalymount will be rocking, and hopefully the players will be able to feed off that atmosphere and put in a good performance and come out fast. I think that's important as well. Show the intent from the off, take the game to Rovers. We know how well we can play when we get the ball down and play. I'd like to see that again here, and if we can do that, I'd fancy us to get a result. Look, I know we don't do draws. This season we haven't drawn a game yet. We've either won or lost, but I think we could break the chain here. I think we might get a draw. I think it'll be tight enough. I think it'll be scrappy. I think it'll be feisty, but I think we'll do enough to get a draw. Look, I'm not ruling out 3 points at all. I'm not saying a draw just because that's the best we can get. It's not. I think we can definitely win the game. Look, we've beaten Rovers twice already this season. There's no reason why we can't do it again. They'll be out for revenge, of course, after the dramatic win in Tala. They were cruising at 2-0. And then we get the 3 goals in the second half. So look, like I said, there's no reason why we can't get another win here and fire ourselves right back into that title race. 'Cause if we can get a win here, we're right back in the race. And if if we were to lose this game, you'd be probably thinking, right, the title's gone. We can just focus on Europe now and get too carried away about a title push. But no, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But look, if you can respond from Friday by putting in a similar kind of performance that we showed in Cork, and as well as the games before that as well against Shells and Derry, where we fought really hard and showed that effort and that bit of bite, I think that'll be enough to get a result. So yeah, 1-1, but hopefully a lively Dalymount Park will spur the players on to get the 3 points and keep the belief that we can really push for this title. So yeah, that's where I'll end it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think of the game, your score predictions, and I'll see your reaction the day after. Bye bye.